a new YouTube original film that was directed by someone named Joseph Kahn, and it was produced by the one and only legendary Eminem, as well as his manager, Paul Rosenberg. It's a film that apparently premiered at festivals in 2017, but it got a limited theater release this year, and then it just got released onto YouTube Originals about a month ago now. Being the big rap fan that I am, I had to check this movie out, and now that I've checked it out, I immediately wanted to talk about it, so here I am talking about it. It's a film that stars Jackie Long. You might remember him from a movie called ATL way back in the day. Granted, I haven't seen him in anything since then, but that's the movie I remember him from. Main character in the film is played by Callum Worthy, and there's also a shit ton of cameos and guest appearances from real life battle rappers. You name it, there are so many great cameos that show up in this movie. Loaded Lux, Disaster, Dumbfounded, Organic from King of the Dot, Arsenal, Pat Stay, Conceited, Dre Vicious. I mean, just to name a few. If you're a big fan of the battle rap culture and you're fans of those guys, way more than I'm not even mentioning, like Charlemagne the God. If you're into these guys, if you're fans of these guys, then definitely that's worth watching the movie alone. Callum Worthy stars as a grad student who is studying battle rap. He's a big fan of battle rap. He wants to find out how and why the N-word is used in battle rap and to what effect it has on the opponent, I guess. And to research his thesis, he tries to base his findings on his favorite battle rapper, Ben Grimm. Ben Grimm is played by Jackie Long, and Ben Grimm kind of takes him under his wing and starts mentoring him. Turns out the grad student actually has a passion for rap battling. Yeah, it turns out Adam, he's the name of the character in this movie, he's actually got bars. So he starts battle rapping, he starts getting into it, and pretty soon he's caught between two different lives and two different cultures. The culture of the rap battle scene and the culture of him and his girlfriend and the clean, quiet life that he had in college before. And this movie's really about that. Anybody who knows me, who follows this channel, or who knows anything about me knows that not only am I a big fan of rap, not only am I a big fan of battle rap, but I'm actually an MC myself. And I figured some of you at least know that. I do drop music. I do drop a few freestyles on the channel every so often. I'm a guy that grew up with rap music. I grew up loving it. I grew up studying it. I grew up around the battle rap culture. Hell, I've been in a few battles myself. Nothing as big scale as what you see in this movie, but I've been in a few low budget, small scale battles myself in my time. I've even been to a few of the big underground rap battles like in the URL and King of the Dot. So I do understand that culture, and I am from that culture, and I love that culture, and that's probably a big reason why I love this movie. No question, this is probably tied to my emotional connection to rap and hip-hop music and the whole competitive nature of rap itself and everything that is portrayed in this film. There's no question I'm a big fan of that. And so this movie gravitates more to me than it might gravitate towards somebody else who's really not a fan of the genre. But I feel like even if you're not a big fan of battle rap, there's a lot in here that you'll probably enjoy. The script is layered with some really great jokes, some really good humor, and not just in the battles themselves, but it's great humor as it relates to the world that we live in 2018. This movie takes a lot of situations that we make fun of, or a lot of situations that are created on social media to get likes or to get follows or whatever, and it kind of flips them on their head and it kind of makes fun of the whole thing. It definitely takes its fair share of shots at its own self. It's a very self-aware type of movie, I guess is what I'm trying to say. A movie that is very self-aware, that also treats its audience like the audience is self-aware, and treats everything that they deal with in the movie, not just from the humor, but also the subtle themes that they touch on. Treat it all with that level of respect and self-awareness, and to basically make fun of themselves while also entertaining you, while also having something to say. The script was just a perfect blend of everything that you want from a movie like this. Like I said, this movie definitely has a lot more on its mind than just entertaining you. It does tackle a lot of heavier themes and ideas, specifically as it relates to the different kinds of cultures that we cultivate in 2018 on social media. It touches on woke culture, it touches on PC culture, it touches on race appropriation, it touches on plenty of racism, it touches on outrage culture. I mean, pretty much anything and everything that can offend somebody in 2018. This movie kind of deals with that, and it kind of makes fun of it, but it also has something to say about it. The great thing about this script and how nuanced and surprisingly layered it is that it doesn't really ask you to feel any kind of way about it. Some people just aren't from certain cultures and they're going to get offended at certain things that they don't understand. The movie doesn't really ask you to feel a certain type of way about it at all. It just kind of presents it, and it asks you to just judge it on your own, or just don't judge it at all. Just laugh at the shit. Callum Worthy, I'll be honest, I didn't really know a lot about this dude before this movie started. Actually pretty good as the main character. Definitely more of a character study that focuses on how somebody could get thrown into that culture and get addicted to it. Definitely feels like a rap battle movie that also feels like a coming of age story, and in that we've seen that before with movies like 8 Mile, but this movie did it with a style and a flair and a self-awareness that I don't even think 8 Mile had back in the day. Granted, 8 Mile wasn't trying to necessarily be self-aware, it was trying to take its story seriously in that movie. Obviously the music in the movie is also really good. I was surprised at the old school kind of feel to the music. I mean, a lot of the music in this movie feels like early era, like like 2000s type of music. There were at least like 6 to 7 different songs that I heard where I'm like, okay, I remember where I was in 2003 or 2004 when that song dropped. In that sense, I feel like the director as well as the producers wanted to create an old-fashioned movie that still feels like it fit in 2018, and I gotta say, mission accomplished. The way that these rappers carry themselves, the confidence, the swagger, the bravado, but also the vulnerability that some of them have, it all feels way too real to me because I have lived that, I have felt that, I have been through a lot of these situations. This movie got me feeling some type of way, like I might actually drop bars at the end of this video just because. As far as issues with the film, I do feel like towards the third act of the film, things started to get a little bit too complicated for its own good. It's complicated in the sense that there was a little bit too much going on. It made the ending feel kind of anticlimactic. That gave the end of the film a rushed, unfulfilled, unrealistic quality that I think the rest of the film actually was doing a pretty good job at holding up until then. I know it's one of those movies where you kind of have to live through the culture or at least be interested in it enough to give it a chance. But considering where I came from and how I've been rapping since I was 10 years old, this movie spoke to me on a level that is probably not going to speak to everybody on. And that's okay. It probably doesn't deserve it from a pure filmmaking standpoint, but I'm going to give Bodied my highest rating of Superman Prime. I'm actually going to spit some bars just because I'm in the mood. This movie put me in the mood to want to make more raps. Who am I? You damn right. It's Mr. Oh no, we did it. Oh no, the flow colder than all the ice in your fridges. Mr. Another one in a million, 10th of a billion, 9th of a zillion, 8th of a trillion. No numerical ceiling. Mr. Knock down the building for renovation or construction. Keep dusting you fuckers with innovation. I'm so sick, I'm disgusting. Feel it in my intestines. When I throw up on the mic, I can vomit it with the best. To diagnose my infection, you'll need some gloves and a mask, headphones, a camcorder, maybe some disinfectant. Know you're wondering what you need the camcorder for. The camcorder's to record your face when you hear this lyrical slaughter. The jaw hit the floor, your eardrums pop like a cash register drawer. I'm about to break it down in comic book lore. It's a stretch to think you hard as a rock. You ain't hardcore, you invisible, while my flame on forevermore. Call me doctor like the smartest in the room. Treat my enemies like the Fantastic Four. You about to face your doom. If I ain't top 5, I'm about to make some room. I'm surgical with these punches. Bruce Lee in your operation room. So when you make a move, you gotta know your enemy's plan and what they plan to do, even if they in an adjacent room and you can't see them. This ain't made for fools unless it's April Fools. In that case, I got a mask, a machete, and I'm at Jason school. I ain't the type that'll get in your face for hours, give you dirty looks and stink eyes till my cornea needs a shower. I ain't a nitwit. I don't talk behind your back because that would imply that I was behind you to begin with. Never that. I'm ahead of the fucking pack and you fuckers don't want a problem. I solve you like basic math. 10 of your best ain't worth half my worst. Y'all spit punches. I spit knockouts on every verse. Putting you in the dirt after putting you in the hearse after ending your whole career and putting you out of work. And if you looking for work, maybe you could shine my shoes. My ass needs new kisses. Maybe y'all could find a few. If you're hating on my swag, I suggest you mind your views. Have you tripping over yourself like you forgot to tie your shoes? Nigga, I am not amused. Cause an international incident for incidentally leaving you domestically abused. Domestically you lose cause I see you as a son. I'm like Neo in the Matrix. You should see me as the one. But I'm not the one to fuck with and I'm not the one to play. Don't step in the ring with me. This ain't the fight you want to take. I'm surgical. I might play operation with your face and leave your bones sticking out like fried chicken on my plate. Yep. Just broke out and ruined the end of this video with a couple minutes of bars just because, I don't know, I felt like it. Alright guys, so tell me who your favorite rapper is in the comment section below. If you don't have a favorite rapper, tell me what your favorite genre of music is, or tell me what your favorite musician is. We can have fun with this shit. Like and subscribe to the Superfan Show. Stay tuned, I got a lot more content coming up this week, and if you like what you see, tell me how you feel, and stay tuned to hear more from the Man of Steel. Peace.